Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comics Lounge. Now please put your hands together and welcome your support act and host, Eli Grynberg.
Thank you for that surprisingly warm Jewish welcome. You know, I've performed at a lot of Jewish events with varying degrees of failure. And I'm going to tell you, in my experience, Jews are usually reluctant to clap early in shows. You know, that's because they think, better keep my options open. If I clap now and the organizer of the show sees me clapping and this Ashley guy isn't any good, I can't complain at the end and ask for a refund. But, more surprising than the warm welcome is the fact we were able to get 300 Jews to drive out to North Melbourne tonight. I mean, look, we Jews, we like to do a lot of things, but we don't like to cross. We don't cross our chests, and we don't cross the arrow. I mean, if you're going to have an event in North Melbourne, it really might as well be in North Korea. In fact, you're probably better off having it in North Korea, because I feel like there's more parking there. Look, it's great to be here, and I really should ask, are there any non-Jews here in the audience? I realise, we've sort of gone down a really Semitic sort of start to the show. Anybody? One. I feel safe. I've got to ask, because, I'm a little tense with the current socio-political climate. Just this week I read that anti-Semitic attacks are up 23% on last year. Now, I don't know if that's because people have become 23% less tolerant or if because Jews have become 23% more annoying. But either way, it's worrying times. But look, it's worrying, but we've learned over the generations to live with this fear, We even celebrate it. Just this week we celebrated the festival of Purim. Now, I'm sure you all know the story of Purim, but for the benefit of those who went to Bialik, are there any of you here? I think this guy did, actually. Anyway, I'll give you the broad strokes. Basically, Purim commemorates the time the Jews defeated Haman and their enemies in Persia many years ago. Which is a shame, because if there were ever two people who shared a common appreciation for cash payments and hairy women, it's the Jews and Persians. So, I don't know what went wrong. But, today, Purim pretty much comes together a lot like Halloween in America, where the children roam the streets trick-or-treating, dressed up in wild, crazy, fantastical costumes like ghosts, wizards, and female US presidents. Things that could never happen in real life. And, with Purim, it's pretty much the same. Just this week I saw Jewish kids roaming the streets dressed in wacky costumes like tradies, nurses, and competent Adas principals. Where do they come up with this, kids? But, apart from, the dressing up, my other favorite thing about Purim is, it's the food, the mishloach manot, the food hampers. Is there anything better than waking up on Purim morning, opening the front door and seeing a plastic plate filled with broken pretzels, some loose candy corn, a few ants, and a Vysotsky tea bag? Mishloach manot is a great way to share in the festivities and show your family and friends that you truly have no regard for their health and well-being. But now people are trying to ruin this for me. They're trying to take away the simple pleasures of eating rock-hard jelly beans or something a company by the name of Pashkez calls a Schneiderone. No, now I open the door and I see little cards saying, instead of Mishloach manot, we've made a donation to UIA in your name, JNF, JCV, KGB, PLO. All great organizations who are doing a lot of great work in the community. But, some really just they've gone a bit far. I mean, this year I opened the door and I said, Dear Ellie, instead of Mishlach Manot, we've made a donation to Pizza for Chayalim. Did anyone else get this one? All right. Well, basically, this one works like this. You go to a website, you enter your credit card details, and then somewhere in Israel, a soldier will get a pizza. Real thing. Now, to me, this is ridiculous for a number of reasons. One, I'm going to believe that Uber Eats aren't that keen to deliver to the Gaza Strip. Hey, Sanjay, you want to make $2.50? And two, these brave souls are risking their lives day in, day out, raiding tunnels in Gaza. And in Australia, we're like, Javier, I get it. I know what it's like to have a rough day. But you know what makes me feel better at the end of it? Pizza. Pizza makes everything better. I could just picture the scene. The general goes to visit, the brave, wounded Israeli soldier on the front line. He puts a caring hand on his shoulder and says, Sergeant Pellet, the Jewish people are proud of the sacrifices you've made for the state of Israel. And while you may never regain full use of your legs, you should know these sacrifices were not made in vain. So with that in mind, here's a pizza from Danny Lamb. I hope you like playing. Well, thank you guys very much. You've been great. It's now time. Thank you. And a big round of applause for the token Gentile in the audience. So direct from his sold-out show in Sydney, the man you've all been waiting for, Ashley Blaker.